When 2021 came upon us, I was excited. We all know that we were coming from 2019 and 2020, years which were very tricky for most of us. I, for one, thought 2021 was the year where things were finally going to take a turn for the better. I had a lot of dreams, I had a lot of ambitions, I had a long list of resolutions that I wanted to achieve and things that I thought I would finally get to put in place. Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Aaron Shu, and if this is your first time to pass through here, I make videos and content that mainly talks about disability. But I also like to sprinkle this and that here and there. And today's video is really something that I had not planned. I was just in the middle of working on something, and I thought it would be a good idea to reflect on the past year. For me, the long list of resolutions that I was talking about was quickly forgotten. I remember there were days when I would wake up and there was news of death everywhere. It was very stressful. And to add on to the stress, I was so ill that I couldn't focus on anything else. From the moment that I opened my eyes in the morning, the first thing on my mind was, what hurts today? And for the longest time, I couldn't recover. I kept getting worse even as the year progressed. It affected my mood. I wasn't motivated to do anything. I wasn't motivated to follow my dream. I wasn't even motivated to make content for this channel. I went for a long period of time without posting any new content. I was concerned about my well-being. Everything else was pushed to the side, and rightfully so. The temptation here is to feel like a failure, but no, I don't feel like I failed because I made it out alive in one piece. Of course, God took care of me and I'm still alive because of His grace. I also could have easily broken down and lost it completely, but I didn't. And I'm very proud of myself for that because I'm still here and I'm still going strong. I was still pushing myself enough to make the little content that I could to keep this channel going. The real question is, with so many unrealized goals and dreams and objectives from 2021, what's my approach walking into 2022? I feel like I still have leftovers from 2021 that I need to deal with. Those things that I wanted to achieve but didn't quite manage to. That's the thing that I feel like I should still focus on as I'm getting into 2022. I don't have a special strategy, but I did set up a good foundation. Moving into 2022, do I need to do things different? Of course, there's a lot of adapting that needs to happen. I mean, foolishness is doing the same thing over and over and over again, expecting different results. No, I wasn't able to achieve everything I wanted to achieve, and that's okay because life sometimes happens. I'm cool with it. Going into 2022, I really don't have a big plan. I am going to start where I left off in 2021. So the foundation that I've already built, I'm just gonna build more and more layers upon that and keep going, honestly, because I think I was on a good trajectory. Before I talk about my resolutions, I just want to point out that it's really not about a new date. It's not like when the date changes, everything automatically changes. No, you have to be actually very proactive. It's the habits and the actions that you take from this moment, not necessarily the 1st of January, but from this moment going ahead, that will help you stay on the path. Personally, a big thing in 2022 is to focus on my health. Your health is your wealth. I learned the hard way that if you are not healthy, everything else you want to do or accomplish will be sidelined. You won't have the energy, you won't have the strength, you won't have the motivation or the passion to do the things that you set out to do. There is nothing as important as your well-being, and not just your physical well-being, but also your mental, spiritual, financial well-being. I am also going to try to be much more authentic than I already am. I know that in the past I have convinced myself that I was very authentic on this platform. Truth be told, there are certain things and topics and issues that I didn't really feel very comfortable to talk about or address. But stepping into 2022, things are going to be quite uncomfortable here. Necessary conversations. They may push the envelope a little bit, but I think it's important to talk about those issues, and I'm going to bring them to the table. So there's going to be more authenticity, if that's even a thing. I mean, why not? I'm challenging myself to step out of my comfort zone and go for those things that have always left me feeling a little bit uneasy. I am also committed to growing my brand. I'm going to try to grow on other platforms as well, not just focus on YouTube, but I also want to grow my Instagram. I know I've been very lazy when it comes to social media, particularly Instagram. So if you guys don't follow me on Instagram, please do so. So the things I've been hesitant to do in the past, like going on different podcasts or allowing myself to be interviewed by different people, journalists, and talk about what I'm trying to do, I'm embracing it all in 2022. So bring it on. If you are watching this and you want to invite me to speak on your podcast, you want to interview me, you want to write an article about me, I'm open to it all. Whatever is on your mind, I'm ready for it all. Let's connect, let's work on it, let's grow the brand, and let's spread the message about disability. As cheesy as it sounds, I am also going to focus on my journey a little bit more. Yes, I'm the guy who's always talking about the dangers of comparing yourself to other people, but you and I are adults, and we both know that it's very difficult to do. It's easier said than done. Comparing yourself to other people is like a default setting. We are surrounded by people. It's hard to ignore the progress that your neighbor is making or seems to be making. But I am going to embrace my journey more. I know that I'm always tempted to look at other content creators. I'm tempted to look at my friends, see what they've achieved, compare myself to them, and feel bad about myself essentially. But this year, it's about Aaron's journey. Where am I going? What do I want to accomplish? What do I need to do to get there? And I'm just going to pour myself into it. The basic message that I just wanted to share with you guys is I'm picking up where I left off in 2021, and I'm just gonna keep building upon that foundation in 2022. But I would love to know from you, do you have any big plans for 2022? And if you do you mind sharing some of them with me in the comments below? I would love to know what you guys are looking forward to. And do you believe in resolutions? I know that a lot of people feel a certain way about resolutions or writing down your goals, but the most important thing is, what do you think? As usual, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please consider liking and subscribing and sharing it with your friends on your social media platforms. It really does help to grow my channel, and I would greatly appreciate that. As usual, remember, your life is a gift. Make it count always. I wish you nothing but the very best for 2022. See you on the other side. Cheers.